I'm John Hawley. I'm the programmer for See No Evil by Gabriel Prisky. It's going to be released by No Edit Games on Steam on the 26th. I'm making this video because there's been a little bit of a speed bump. The Windows release of the game will not be affected at all, but because of some licensing issues, some legal complications, it's going to take us a little bit longer to get the Mac release out. It's got nothing to do with the game. It's just clearing some certain licensing issues. It's going to take a little longer than we expected. The game will still come out on Mac. It's not going to cost any extra money when it does. I've decided that I'm going to make up to you guys for the delay by I bought some Habanero peppers, which rank between 100,000 to 300,000 on the Scoville pain chart. That's what I'm going to call it. Why did I grab the big one? For those who don't know, 1,000 to 300, 100,000 to 300,000 is a lot. But I'm gonna eat this. So I'm gonna talk to you guys a bit about the game, and I hope you accept my apology. So I'm putting a lot of myself into this. All right, over the lips and through the gums. Look out, stomach, here it comes. Mm-hmm. Now the funny thing about habaneros is that they taste really good when they're in your mouth. They suck after you swallow them. All right, so I'm going to talk a bit about the game. Gabe and I have been working on See No Evil all year long. We put a lot of ourselves into it, a lot of our own money out of pocket. For those who don't know, See No Evil is a dark puzzle game where you use sound manipulation to solve puzzles, confuse your blinded enemies, and uh, and explore a landscape unseen by its blind inhabitants for years. So, oh jeez. So the whole premise of the game is that we're in a world where everybody has closed their eyes willingly, and you're the one person who's opened his eyes. But everybody is very defensive of their position of having their eyes closed, and they will be hostile to you if they hear you walking around as if you know where you're going. It's a game which discusses a lot of philosophical concepts, a lot of rather ethical concepts, and there's a bit of a back and forth throughout the whole game. So while the player both explores the landscape of the blind, he also explores two differing philosophies on dealing with the themes of the game. Gabe created this game, and I know it's very dear to his heart. The message is very dear to his heart, and he's a guy who comes up with really interesting gameplay. Oh god, sorry, I keep wiping my nose. Really interesting gameplay gimmicks, and knowing exactly how to make a game based around those gimmicks very, very fun. That's why I'm really glad that I got to work with him on this game as the guy who does all the programming stuff. I'm wearing Noetic Shirt. Noetic's the company that Gabe co-founded to release See No Evil and all of his future projects. I am not an employee of Noetic, but he did contract me. I'm an old friend of his. We made games back in the day. Not very good ones, so don't ask me to release them. They used to exist online, and now they don't. Um, uh, so that is and has always been a thing. So he and I have some history working together. If you really want to test a friendship, make a game together. No, he and I, he's been incredibly cool. It's amazing working with a guy like him who's so passionate, so devoted to making a game that he really loves. It almost feels like I'm helping a guy create his child. If that doesn't paint a really bizarre picture. We created the game to be kind of a combination of stealth and puzzle aspects. Definitely, stealth is an aspect of the game, and the puzzle is the game, much more than the other way around. So if you like really challenging puzzles, that's a thing. One of our testers, a close friend of mine who plays through a lot of games, I can directly quote him as saying, "This is one of the hardest, most challenging puzzle games that I have ever played," and I take that as a compliment. I think I think it's a really interesting concept that anyone who plays it is gonna feel the unique quality of the idea. It's starting to get better. I might not actually have to use my ketchup toast. If you're interested in puzzle games, look for it on the 26th. That's when it's releasing for Windows, Mac as soon as we can get it out. I want to really stress this is not us indefinitely postponing the Mac for forever. This is just a very, very temporary setback. We're just waiting for a couple things to pass through, and then as soon as we can, we will update the game to have Mac compatibility. We promised this to you guys. We had promised that it would be there on release day, and well, I ate an habanero to show just how sorry we are for not being able to meet that. Other than that, the game is releasing just as planned. All the beta testers have had a lot of fun with it. There are plenty of videos that you can watch on YouTube that I'm going to link in the description. If you want to see what the gameplay looks like, I promise you it's super interesting. And I'm not just saying that because I'm part of the development. I'm part of the development because I believe it. So check it out. Sorry, like a 10-minute video. All right. I hope that fills everyone in on what's happening again. We really want to apologize. This was not something that we could really foresee happening. It won't take much longer. As soon as it happens, no extra charge. Mac compatibility for See No Evil. Peace out. Sometimes the world's darker with your eyes open. And milk doesn't help.
So keep your eyes closed. It's easier that way. I promise.
It's gonna be cool, I promise.